by far the strongest of the two of us.
Pitching on 2 days rest, Gibson struck out 9 while throwing his second complete game of the series. His Herculean effort of 27 innings pitched with 31 strikeouts earned him World Series MVP honors. And the Cardinals their first World Series title in nearly 2 decades.
The Cardinals win it, and this ballpark, complete bedlam.
After consecutive All-Star seasons in 1965 and 66, Gibson was sidelined midway through the 1967 campaign after a Roberto Clemente line drive fractured his left leg. Gibson would rebound quickly, however, and after missing just under 8 weeks, returned and pitched the Cardinals to 3 World Series victories over the Red Sox, including another virtuoso performance in a Game 7 when Sox manager Dick Williams added fuel to a fire where none was needed.
He said, "Who's your starting pitcher?" He said, "It's Longberg and then Champagne." When we saw that, there was no way in heck that we were going to let Longberg beat us.
We were up for that game. Everybody was up for that game. They just weren't going to beat me that day. That's all it's to it.
The Cardinals win. They're the new world champions. And Bob Gibson, with his 3rd victory, has brought them through in the decisive 7th game.
Congratulations and welcome back to St. Louis.
Thank you. It's good to be back. There's no greater feeling than the feeling that I had today.
The following year was 1968, and in a so-called year of the pitcher, no pitcher was better than Bob Gibson.
This is one of the toughest, most formidable, most intimidating pitchers ever to take the mound, and never more so than in 1968.
That's number 10 for Gibson.
I really was in a zone. I felt when I went out on the mound that I could throw the ball anywhere that I wanted to, and I did pretty much the whole season.
Gibson went 22-9 with a 1.12 ERA and 13 shutouts, earning Cy Young and MVP honors in what is still regarded as one of the most brilliant pitching seasons of all time.
Got him.
And in Gibson's greatest season, he saved his paramount performance for Game 1 of the 1968 Fall Classic.
He strikes out 17 Tigers in one of the most intimidating performances you'll ever see.
He got it! Struck him out! Once again, a standing ovation. A new World Series record.
Bob, you struck out 17, setting a new World Series record. That must be your most thrilling moment in sports. You've had many.
Well, I guess so. I didn't know what they were cheering about, and Tim came out in front of the plate, and I just turned around and looked at the scoreboard. I had no idea.
In Game 4, he notched his record 7th consecutive World Series victory. And though Gibson and the Cardinals would fall to the Tigers in 7 games, his Fall Classic records of 17 strikeouts in a game and 7 consecutive wins remain etched in baseball immortality. In 1974, Gibson became just the 2nd pitcher ever to notch 3,000 strikeouts. In 1981, he was elected to the Hall of Fame in his first year on the ballot. And in 1999, he was selected for the All-Century team.
He exemplified competitiveness and consistency and won 7 straight World Series games for the St. Louis Cardinals. Bob Gibson.
If I had one game to win, I'd take Gibson.
Bob Gibson was the toughest athlete I have ever seen.
One writer asked me, what did I want to be remembered as? And I thought about it, and I said that I want to be remembered as a person, a competitor that gave 100% every time I went out on the field. Sometimes I wasn't too good, but nobody could accuse me of cheating them out of what they paid to see.
Built for this network, for the strong, not the weak.